We have a wonderful podcast, a journey into the minds of strange people doing strange things. I'm James, and on each episode of this podcast, we delve deep into the psyche of society to unravel the intricacies of human behavior and explore the motivations that drive us all. And I'll tell you what, it's summertime here in Australia, and that can only mean one thing. Summer and sunshine themed goods and or services. And Extra Pink Lemonade is here to bring you the summer vibes. Today, Extra Gum announced the launch of the newest limited edition flavor to its lineup, Extra Pink Lemonade. Mars Extra Gum wants to deliver an early taste of sunshine-filled summer days to consumers through the introduction of its new bright and vibrant flavor, Kill Me. As a beloved nostalgic flavor, each fruity, tart, and delicious sweet bite of Extra Gum's pink lemonade transports consumers into a warmer season and ushers in the comfort of sunshine through the bright, refreshing, and long-lasting flavor for which Extra is known. Quote, "We hope Extra Pink Lemonade flavor will inspire moments of everyday happiness and become the perfect companion for ushering in the highly anticipated spring sunshine," said Gabrielle Wesley, Chief Marketing Officer of Mars Wrigley North America. Pink lemonade is a beloved flavor that is sure to be an extra fan favorite and perfect to be shared while connecting with friends and family, no matter the weather outside. Okay, first of all, you said it's specifically delivering me warmer seasons and ushering in bright, refreshing, long-lasting sunshine and summer fun or something. Okay? So the weather outside should be comparable to the flavors in my gob. Second of all, imagine, and I don't have to imagine too hard because I do work in marketing, but imagine, I just can't imagine writing something like this and then needing to sincerely get buy-in from people. Whenever you write fancy, fluffy bullshit stuff in marketing, everyone hates it. Everyone hates it. It doesn't matter what you do or what you write. Because you'd have to take that to, imagine taking this to a boardroom filled with people all in suits, you know, all they care about is fucking bean counting and fucking pushing numbers around. And you have to sit there and say, guys, it's time. With the warmer season ushering in the comfort of sunshine, we thought that we'd bring bright, refreshing, and long-lasting flavor, aka the taste of sunshine-filled summer days, to your mouth here today. Let me just open that. Yeah, it just tastes like, that's just gum. Well, it's not just gum, it's pink lemonade flavor, which is an extra fan favorite, and it's literally perfect to be shared while connecting with friends and families. So no matter what the weather outside is, guys, bring sunshine-filled summer days right to your gob. Or being a content creator and you have to like do these ad reads. No wonder now whenever I'm listening to a podcast and I hear the ad read, it's always just like, Extra Pink Lemonade is here to bring the summer vibes. Today, Extra announced that they're delivering a gum that's the early taste of sunshine-filled summer days, and it's the introduction of a bright, new and vibrant flavor. Every ad read. I just don't know if any of that makes me want to buy this product. But I had to share it with you because this is... We're talking about gum. We're talking about gum. And the language that they're using in this is crazy. Extra Gum's Pink Lemonade transports you into a warmer season and ushers in the comfort of sunshine through the bright, refreshing, and long-lasting flavor. Ushers in the comfort of sunshine. Not sponsored, by the way. And hey, while we're on the topic of food, a Chicago man has filed a class action lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings, saying the restaurant chain is charging too much for its boneless wings, which are basically nuggets and not made of the actual wing of a chicken. Eamon Halim filed the complaint this week against the restaurant and Inspire Brands Inc. in the U.S. District Court of North Illinois. According to court documents obtained by Fox television stations, Halim contends the boneless wings are not actually part of a chicken wing, but instead slices of chicken breast meat deep fried like wings. I'm gonna level with you. I'm pissed. I'd be pissed on that too. Oh, yeah, here's your chicken wings. That's a chicken tender. We've already got a name for these. This clear-cut case... This clear-cut case of false advertising should not be permitted, as consumers should be able to rely on the plain meaning of a product's name and receive what they are promised, the lawsuit says. It's 2024. It's basically the year of the grift. It's the year of the corporate grift. I think we're in a decade of the corporate grift, and this is in there. This is just another drop in the bucket. Halim also contended that had consumers known what the boneless wings are made out of, they would have paid less for them, if at all. I don't know if that's really an option for you. And I'll get the boneless... yeah, I'll get the boneless wings, please. Okay, yep. Couple of chicken tenders for you there. I'm sorry? What was that? Well, yeah, it's not actually the boneless wing. It's not actually a wing that's been deboned. It's just a piece of... it's just chicken breast. Oh. Anyway, I can pay slightly less for that now that I know it's not a wing. You can't actually, because it's a retail store and I don't fix the prices. I just get paid minimum wage to work here. Please don't have a go at me. It's not my fault. Yeah. Halim claimed he purchased the boneless wing in January, but after learning what they were made out of, he said he regretted his decision. How much was the decision? $8? Going to court is going to cost you way more. Imagine having post-wing FOMO so much that you're like, I need to lawyer up. I regret my boneless wing decision now that I know it's actually chicken breast so much that I'm fucking suing. And I want everyone in here to know these aren't boneless wings. And if you come with me now, we're going to sue. As a result, Mr. Halim suffered a financial injury as a result of defendant's false and deceptive conduct. How? Financial injury? Was that just the cost of the wings? The lawsuit stated that the restaurant chain began selling boneless wings around 2003 and has become one of the most popular menu items. This is a 21-year grift. Round of applause. Buffalo Wild Wings pulling off the grift of 2+ decades. The lawsuit cited a New York Times article that said the practice of selling boneless wings came from the rising cost of actual chicken wings and the decreasing cost of chicken breasts. Halim is suing for false and deceptive business practices, among other claims. What world do we live in where the wing on which there... Because like a wing has... Per wing, you get 2 pieces of wing, right? Welcome to my TED Talk about the culinary breakdown of a chicken wing. You take the wing tip off, you've got the little 2-bone bit, and then you cut through the other bit, and then you've got the little drumstick. Each wing is 2 wings. Per wing is 2 wings. That's 4 wings per bird and only 2 breasts per bird. What world do we live in? What's happening to the economy is basically where I'm at. That chicken breast is cheaper and the cost of it is decreasing as opposed to the cost of chicken wings. Sorry guys, people just aren't into breast anymore. It's all about wing. So we do charge 4 times more per wing. Because there's 2 per wing, it's 4 per bird, 2 breasts per bird. It's a better economies of scale or something. The rising cost of actual chicken wings. What do you mean actual chicken wings? So them saying back to... So that's them admitting. That's them admitting that they know, oh yeah, these aren't... These boneless wings that we call them. It's not. Actual wings. Got him. What's that movie where they throw the briefcase and the guy with the neck brace just turns and looks at it and they're like, aha! Gotcha! That's what they did with that right there. Where they're like, look, guys, the cost of actual wings, so you know You know that the grift is on, the 2-decade-plus grift. Shout out to Aim and Halim. Take them for all they're worth. Take them for all they're worth. And if that doesn't work out, duel to the death. Seamless transition. As tensions mount. Look, America news, yes, and we all hate American politics, and we're sick of American politics. But trust, you're gonna want to hear this. As tensions mount in the early weeks of Missouri's legislative session, one state lawmaker recently tossed around the idea of a duel to settle conflicts. I mean, sure, why not? Why not at this point? A proposal made rounds in the Senate earlier this week on paper, raising that possibility, though it was not officially filed as a House resolution. Yeah, because it has to go, because one guy can't just scrawl shit on the wall and then they go, oh, that's a law. That's a law now. You have to put it in front of other people, and that's generally where people start to go, oh, this is crazy. A group of Missouri Senate Democrats first shared a photo of the paper proposal on Wednesday via X, formerly Twitter. Senator Nick Schroer has his name listed on the proposal. Schroer's office confirmed that Fox 2 has linked to the proposal, though he considers it a draft rule change that was distributed to members of the Senate but not offered and never filed. Guys, that one was in the drafts, okay? That one should have stayed in the drafts. But, you know, I was spitballing with the guys and the gals in the Senate. And, yeah, there was some, when I said it, there was some sort of inquisitive half-turn nods, you know what I mean? So I thought, maybe. I'll write it down, just so it's not in my head anymore. Maybe I can implant this idea into other people's heads. According to the language of the paper proposal, senators could agree to engage in a duel if, quote, a senator's honor is impugned by another senator to the point that it is beyond repair, and in order for the offended senator to gain satisfaction. This is absolute old-timey, I do declare that I must get my satisfaction. I will have my satisfaction. You have impugned me, Senator, to the point where my reputation is beyond repair, and I swear gets me some satisfaction. What are you talking about? The proposal also stated that an offended senator shall send a written challenge to the offending senator, and those involved would agree to a choice of weapons. It also called for duels to take place at the hour of high noon. Guys, I was goofing. I was joking. And they're like, no. A full-blown high noon duel to the death. I mean, is that implied? If we're choosing weapons, is that how someone loses the duel, or is it just sort of like the first person to get injured? If you know more about duels, onewordpodcast@gmail.com. Let me know. Also, the DMs are open, so send me a message. How exactly does a duel work? My understanding, and I'm very much of a duel novice, is that it was to the death. But people do seem to be, skating around the word dead and death in this proposal. But they want to make sure that you understand that it's to gain satisfaction. Your reputation. If somebody says something I don't like, I'ma duel you to the... Oh! I'ma just duel you. At high noon, and we choose the weapons. My weapon is my sharp tongue and my cunning wit. You saw a fool. But he chose a gun, so you do lose that one. One spokesperson from Schroer's office sent Fox 2 this statement on the drafted rule change. Quote, Senator Schroer is deeply committed to restoring a sense of honor in the Missouri state. Oh, my God. Sorry, what are Senator Schroer's key policies that he's running on? Is he addressing the homelessness issue? Does he want to address housing affordability? maybe the rising cost of inflation, corporations, price gouging, front loading their profits, anything like that. He's concerned with what? Restoring honor to the state of Missouri. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. And no other sort of, just the honor. Okay. For sure. For sure. While the idea of a duel may have been suggested in a metaphorical sense, except it wasn't, because they specifically outlined how it would work. It's not metaphorical when it's like, I think we should fucking fully duel. And then you send that around to other people. You guys are in charge of making the laws, by the way. So just want to put that into perspective. And then you said how and why you're able to make a challenge against someone. Then you have to choose weapons and the duel happens at high noon. None of that sounds metaphorical. That all sounds like it's very much couched in reality. While the idea of a duel may have been suggested in a metaphorical sense, real sense, the core message is about fostering respect and reminding members that the words used in a debate may have real consequences. Okay, so that's a threat. Their response was a threat. And we continue. It's evident to the new members of the Senate that the success of priority legislation is currently dependent on personalities, and old wounds are preventing this important language from becoming law. Until personal disputes could find resolution and true leaders step forward to be the first to put aside personal feelings for the betterment of Missouri, we will continue to suggest ways to find a resolution. So this is just within the Missouri Senate. Not enough HR teams, coming up with solutions like this. Guys, we don't need to get in an organizational psychologist or anything like that. We don't need to outsource this. We don't need fucking bloated, do nothing consultants. We don't even really need any internal investigations. It's a simple way to stop this infighting and to make sure the biggest, strongest, most accurate gunman, the best senator and the best ideas win. And that's by a shootout or a stabbing, a sword fight, whatever the weapon is. What I'm saying is we will form a gladiator-style arena in the middle of the Senate because, let's use the space that we've got. And let's just say that the best ideas will win, survive. Thank you. And while we're here, let's stay in America for a little bit. But let's travel to Augusta, where a burglar called 911 for help last week after getting stuck inside of a downtown high-rise and defecating in his pants. That's a classic sort of series of events to unfold. Shouts to the authorities who told us about this one. Brandon Thorne, 22 of Aiken, was a stinky mess when deputies took the elevator to rescue him on the 15th floor of the building at 699 Broad Street. It was just after midnight Wednesday. Okay. Named him. They've got his mugshot. They named him. They shamed him. They called him stinky. And they told you exactly where he was, covered in his own guff. Thorne called 911 for help from a stolen cell phone. Oh, Brandon. What are you doing? Hi, it's just the police. Yeah. No, I guess you can track this phone. Not really sure where I am. I did steal this phone and I am breaking into where I am right now. Anyway, I've shit myself and I'm stuck. Please send help. Track this stolen cell phone, please. And come rescue this shitty stink boy. Thorne had called 911 for help from a stolen cell phone, saying he was locked inside the building and unable to get out. Dude. Security officers directed them to the 15th floor in the offices of Motus, which uses the space for Vision Wireless, a wireless expense management company. I don't even know what that means. I feel like that's the case with most people's jobs and most businesses now. A wireless expense management company. How'd you do that payment? Landline? That's not us then. We only deal with wireless. The high-rise, billed as the city's most prominent downtown building, and the stinkiest, is also home to the Pinnacle Club on the 17th floor and the human resources teams for Augusta University and AU Health on the 8th and 9th floors. After finding Thorne, officers noticed that he has feces on the back of his pants and left some on the furniture he'd been sitting on. They found a shattered glass door, which may have been his entry point. Let's paint that scene. You pull up. Security unlock the door. Yep, we get the key in there. Unlock. And we come in. All right, there's a 22-year-old there. And whoa, this room smells. Let me just be that the first thing that I register. All right, I see a smashed window next to the guy who's got a little bit of glass and blood on him. And he's sitting there and he's covered in shit. All right. Sick Wednesday for me. The suspect claimed he had gone into the building for safety from two individuals who were trying to kidnap him. While inside, he opened brand new cell phones sitting on the office desks and discharged a fire extinguisher. What? I was afraid that they were going to come into the building and find me, so I was sort of making like a smoke mist that I could hide in. But if I'm honest, they probably would have been able to track me down pretty quickly. They would have just followed their noses because I shit myself pretty fucking early. Once he got downstairs, Thorne confessed that no one was trying to kidnap him, but he would not offer an explanation as to why he was inside. Guys, I need to come clean while I'm dirty. And I'm going to be honest with you. No one tried to kidnap me. And that's not why I shitted on myself. But I just am mentally not, because a lot's happened to me today. Broke into this building. I got cut up a little bit. I got stuck. I panicked. I let off a fire extinguisher for fun. It was there and I was like, I'm already going to get in trouble. But I've never used one before. So I wanted to try it out. And then I stole the phone and then I shitted on myself. Okay? I just need you to know that no one was trying to kidnap me, but I'm just not mentally in a place to tell you why I was in here. Thank you. Thank you so much. He was charged with criminal attempted burglary, a felony. He was booked into the Charles B. Webster Detention Center, where he was given a clean pair of orange pants. He remained in jail on Sunday night, unable to make a $5,700 bond. Thorne is the same suspect charged in Aiken in November 2022 with urinating in public, which led to a $257 fine. Brandon, you're only 22, dude. How have you shitted and pissed in public? Wild choices, you know? Before we depart from the United States of America, let's go to Tennessee just really quickly, where an evening manager of a Tennessee hotel was arrested after he snuck into a man's room and sucked on his toes. Which is sort of like, you know, if you're a night manager, it's what else have you got going on? You know what I mean? Probably could just watch TikTok. I'd go with TikTok, if I'm honest. If I was going to do anything, I'd probably go with the TikTok instead of breaking into someone's room and sucking on their toes. No way. No way. This person is unrelated to my good friend David McNeil, but this person's name is David Neal. Suspicious. A 52-year-old manager at the 4th Avenue South Hilton Hotel in Nashville. And he allegedly crept into a male guest's room while he was sleeping on March 30th and got intimate with his feet. I don't like how they've described that. He didn't, because if you stopped reading there, if you started and stopped reading there, you'd be like, oh my God, dude, fuck the foot. He's a foot fucker. That's what happened. No. Excuse me, guys, please. I'm a toe sucker, not a foot fucker. Thank you so much. David Neal, Tennessee, 2023. According to Nashville Metropolitan Police, Neal made a key card to get into the room and entered around 5 a.m. Oof. This just seemed, that's a risky time, right? I feel like someone would be you'd be more prone to coming out of the sleep at 5 a.m. I thought for sure this would be like a 3 a.m., witching hour type vibe. It's part of a ritual. I must suck, heinous. The guest told police he woke up to Neil's mouth around his toes and immediately confronted him. Yes. Yes, that's how that goes. He recognized Neil as one of the hotel employees who came to his room the day before to fix his TV. Damn, dude. Did you have the dogs out then? Yeah, he was just popped up, dogs out, while the guy was fixing the TV. He's like, yeah, man, he kept like glancing back at my dogs. I don't know what was happening. Super weird. I love that he said that he woke up to the dude's mouth on his foot and immediately confronted him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I think I'm just not gonna say anything and hope that he leaves. Oh, I can't imagine. That's so viscerally confronting and uncomfortable and awful and bad. Oh. Neil admitted to police that he'd entered the room, but claimed he did so because he smelled smoke and wanted to make sure the guest was okay. Dude. Okay, all right. I'm going to write that down, and I legally have to because I'm the police and I have to take your notes. I'm going to write it down. Claims he smelled smoke. All right, now I've written that down. We've got that part. Why, then, related to the smoke, did his foot enter your gob? Why? Oh, I wasn't sure if I could smell smoke or not, and I just needed a palate cleanser, and I'd left my extra pink lemonade gum at the fucking counter, silly goose. Really just kind of super psyched to bring in the sunshine summer vibe flavors right into my gob. But anyway, I needed just a really quick palate cleanser to make sure, oh, am I smelling smoke? Am I not smelling smoke? Is it a phantom smoke smell? Pop a dog in the mouth, do another sniff, and everything's fine, But he woke up and now it's just awkward, and I was just trying to be helpful and potentially save someone's life. So I'm a hero. Write that down as well. Police said Neil never reported smelling smoke to security, and there were no other reports of guests or staff smelling smoke at the hotel. That's where the story ends. But what do you mean? Why were there no more follow-up questions? Police then went back to Neil and said, hey, there was no smoke smell, dude. Now, why the fuck are you putting dogs in the gob? Why are you dog gobbing? Please, elaborate. Be careful out there. The Tennessee dog gobber that's real shit. Now, this story, there's really, again, you know what I'm like. I don't even watch a trailer all the way through, so I certainly don't read these stories all the way through. A lot of them, it's a headline, and I'm like, that's enough for me. I don't want to know anything else. We'll learn about it together on the day. And let's just say the headline of this one, you'll see why it piqued my interest. So let's go on this journey together. A man who lost his penis due to a severe blood infection has had an artificial member surgically attached to his nether region 6 years after it was designed by doctors. The mechanic, who resides in Norfolk, England, was left mortified back in 2010 when his penis just dropped off onto the floor after he suffered an infection in his perineum. I'm sorry. 10,000 questions. What do you mean? What? Sorry. Please paint that picture for me. Where were you? What were you doing? Were there any telltale signs beforehand? When you were pissing and you were like, that feels a little... Oh, that feels a little bit loose. Sorry. He's had it fixed now, so we can joke about it, okay? Enough time has passed. We can have a bit of a giggle about it. Wasn't a laughing matter at the moment, I'm sure, when his dick fell onto the floor. Were you taking a piss? Were you like working on a car and you're like, oh, what's that? Something just hit me in the pants or something like that. Look down onto the floor right as it falls out of my pant leg, dick on the floor. I need to know every single detail about what happened and where and how. We already know why. Surgeons subsequently manufactured. So we're just going to ignore the fact that he just said, oh yeah, I was working 2010 one day, my knob fell off. Anyway, so what the surgeons did was, sorry, let's go back. Let's go back to the dick falling off. Please. Surgeons subsequently manufactured a new penis for the father of two using a skin flap on his left arm. They planned to move the man-made member down to his pubic area, but were forced to stop the operation due to a lack of oxygen in his blood. Okay, is that part of why it fell off? If I'm not getting enough oxygen in the blood to the dick will just fall off? That's what I'm saying. Like, was it miscolored? Before a part of a human body falls off, it generally changes color, right? I can't just like what I'm saying is please let there be a sign that any part of my body is about to fall off. Not just the dick, especially the dick, but any part. If I was just typing on my keyboard one day and I went, oh fuck, my pinky fell off. Didn't even see that coming. I don't know how I'd recover. I don't know how I would recover from that. Knowing that at any point, any part of me could just fall off the other parts of me. That's a lot to take in. McDonald was left with the artificial phallus poking out of his forearm. A second surgery to move the manhood between his legs was delayed for 6 years due to scheduling mix-ups, staff shortages, and then COVID. Oh my God. Guys, can someone pull up Google Calendar and pencil me in? Stop moving this around. I've had a fucking dick on my arm for 6 years. In the summer months, I'm wearing long sleeve. I've got a full, outside of the fact that I get a little bit warm, more pressing detail, I have a dick on my arm. I have to be selective about the things that I choose to yell because I have neighbors. And how do you look at your neighbors when they hear you screaming, I have a dick on my arm? I'll send them a link to this episode. It'll be fun. A second surgery. Okay. So we've had some scheduling mix-ups. I'm super pissed. Staff shortages. Pay them whatever bonus they need. I have a dick on my arm. I need the dick moved to the dick area. Okay? I can't imagine just like day-to-day dick on the arm. You wouldn't be pissing out of it because it's not going to be like connected to anything. It's just there to grow. And if they're building it, do I get some say in the size? Or are they like, no, we have to mold it to the original size? I go, guys, please. Juice that hog up, okay? We're already building it. This is a man-made hog. It can be any size and shape that we want. Just give it a little extra, you know? No, I'm sorry. It has to be exactly what you had before. Oh, science sucks sometimes. McDonald, who was profiled in the Post back in 2020, eventually became used to having the appendage on his arm. Would never happen. Would never happen. Every day, it'd be like, what's that Adam Sandler movie where the person, like, every single day when they wake up, they start fresh again? That would be me, but with the dick. I don't think I would ever become used to having a penis on my arm. That's just me. People ask me about it when they see me in the pub. No way you have it out. There's no way you have it uncovered. That, all the pubs in the local area, you know, had to make special signs. No shirt, no shoes, no service, no exposed dicks. Parentheses, yes, you as well, McDonald. Wear a fucking long sleeve, cunt. People ask me about it when they see it in, they see me in the pub. And of course, people make jokes. Fair. But I get it. It's not every day you see a man with a penis on his arm. Dude, I'm coming around to this McDonald guy. Yeah, dude. He gets it. He's like, yeah, I know, dude. Fucking dick on the arm. What are you going to do? Dick on the arm better than... Dick on the arm for 6 years to eventually get fucking, you know, put back on downstairs? Better than no dick. Right, guys? Of course I see the funny side. I have to. I don't have any other option. In the new documentary, The Man with a Penis on His Arm, it's got everything you need. No notes. No notes. Perfect title. McDonald recalls helping an elderly lady retrieve an item from the top shelf at a supermarket, only to have the penis pop out from beneath his sleeve and nearly hit her on the head. How big is this hog? Because they've blurred it out. If you're watching the video version, yes, there will be a picture. The pictures that they've given in the news article, so obviously it's like, you know, you're not seeing it, but you get the gist. It's something to tell the grandchildren, isn't it? McDonald tells the program, clearly keeping a sense of humor about his situation. Probably not. Earlier this year, however, doctors finally performed a successful surgery moving McDonald's man-made penis from the forearm down to his pubic area. It was a 9-hour operation. The first thing I did was look down and I was like, oh my days, they've got it this time. Yes! He wakes up, he's like, oh, guys, everyone, let me check. Moves the gown over. You beauty. You guys have bloody done it. You guys have done it this time. That's a dick in the pubic area. Nerves and blood vessels were taken from the arm and stitched together in the pubic area to establish blood supply to the manufactured penis. Urologists work with plastic surgeons during the process to make sure McDonald could have a functioning urethra, meaning he will now be able to pass urine normally. Dude, shouts to these doctors. Damn, dude. They built everything back in. And the clever medics even installed 2 tubes to allow McDonald to inflate his penis with a hand pump in order to give himself an erection. Oof. Okay. I got 2 inflatable tubes in my dick to pump it up. Beggars can't be choosers. We can't have everything, okay? We can piss out of it. The blood's flowing back there. We've got the nerves, I think, are all reconnected. Can't get it up unless structural support system. This could be a turning point in my life, the divorced dad gushed, thrilled at the prospect that he'd finally be able to have sex again. Why was I nodding to that? I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah. Foul. It turns out that McDonald's artificial penis is even better than his real one. Doctors, well done. Well done. The dad designed his dream penis with the help of surgeons and added an extra 2 inches to the man-made model, making it 6 inches in total. Hell yeah, dude. So you can build it out. Build-A-Bear for dicks. They were happy to listen to what I wanted it to be like, which is amazing. Not many can say they have a designer penis. McDonald hopes that having his man-made manhood in the correct spot will give him a new lease on life. My luck in life hasn't been too good so far, but it can only go bad for so long, can't it? Can you imagine 6 years of your life with a penis swinging on your arm? It's been a nightmare, but it's gone now, dude. A positive guy. Back in March, a New York man almost lost his penis after it turned black and began to rot when he injected cocaine into a vein on his member. Why would you do that? Don't inject stuff into your dick, you know? But also, don't waste your cocaine by injecting it into your dick. How did you think that that was going to be better than just doing it normally or injecting it anywhere else? I'm going to get super high. Straight to the dick. The patient refused to have a surgery to cut away at the dying tissue of his penis, but after 5 days on intravenous antibiotics, the man was given a 10-day course of pills. His clinical condition improved. Okay. Oof. Damn, this is a long episode. But we are in the UK, and we're already talking about penises. So, and this could be beneficial to some people. I know some people do listen in the UK, but a railway firm in the UK has asked passengers, please, guys, stop watching porn on board the trains. Quote, telling them, wait until you get home instead. Northern Railway asked customers to refrain from watching not suitable for work content whilst commuting, which includes explicit material and inappropriate jokes. The commute sucks for everybody. I can't stand people who don't just have a shred of empathy or even consideration for the people around them. You're gonna watch fucking dude at commute. We're assuming to and from work, right? That already sucks. I've got to get to the fucking train station or whatever, and then away, and then sit down, and then a guy sits across from you at 7 a.m. when you're catching a train into Brisbane City, and he keeps offering you chips from a bag of chips the entire way, even though you keep telling him no thank you, but he keeps doing it anyway, And now imagine if that guy was also watching porn. That would have been the worst experience for me. The firm also advised customers to avoid bad language and offensive topics. Northern said that while they understand the train journey home is often the first opportunity to view content, they should wait until they are home to do so. How are you so amped? Oh man, it has been a long day. I can't wait to whip out the fucking porn on the train. I'll tell you what. Tricia Williams, Chief Operating Officer at Northern, said, we welcome millions of people into our stations and onboard our trains every year, and access to safe and reliable internet is part and parcel of our customers' expectations. Pretty sick. Free Wi-Fi on the train? Hell yeah. Now you're going to ruin it for everyone because they're going to take it away. Fucking jerk it when you get home, dude. Oh my God. I don't care if the dick is on your arm. It's weird. It's important, however, that people remember that some content is not suitable for everyone to see or hear, particularly children, particularly anyone. No one should be subjected to some fucking weirdo cranking down on some pornog on the train. Even if he's not cranking down. Just fucking don't be weird. And the people who are like, oh, if I turn away to the window, no one can tell. Everyone sees it in the reflection, dude. Everyone sees what you're watching. You're not hiding it from anyone. You're not getting away with anything. We see it. As such, if something is not suitable for work, it's more than likely not suitable in our stations or on board our trains either. So please wait until you get home. That's fair. Very fair. Northern's Wi-Fi in their stations and on their trains is delivered in partnership with Friendly Wi-Fi, a government-initiated safe certification standard for public Wi-Fi. Friendly Wi-Fi aims to reassure users that the service meets minimum filtering standards, particularly in areas where children are present. Yeah, guys, we've met the minimum, the bare minimum. Still porn can get through filtering standards, okay? We don't want to tell you how to live. And that's why we've barely put any filtering in our system. Welcome. Bev Smith, director of Friendly Wi-Fi, said, we're excited to be working with Northern as a Friendly Wi-Fi certified train operator. They were passionate throughout the process to achieve the standard to ensure a great experience online for all their customers whilst traveling with them. Thanks, Bev. You said nothing about the issue whatsoever and used this heinous fucking news story to promote the company. Thanks for towing the line. Oh. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much, Bev. Thank you so much, McDonald's. Congrats on the new hog. Keep the dogs in, even if you're in a hotel. That seems to be, a key one. And don't let big corpo convince you that products that aren't products are products, okay? And stop eating sunshine. Just stop it. I appreciate you coming in. Hanging out. And if you've got any weird or wonderful news, articles, snippets, stories, findings, shoot me an email, oneweirdpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to keep up to date with me, you can find me at my Pixel Persona on Instagram and TikTok, or at One Weird Podcast on Instagram and TikTok for the show. Subscribe to the YouTube. Get yourself the video version of the show each week. youtube.com/@weirdbutwonderful. Chuck a rating and review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. It helps people like you find the show. We can grow this thing together. And for the astute listener, I thought I'd put this right at the end just because, you know, podcasts and like, right now I'm listening to podcasts from like fucking 2007. I'm going back through Oh Yeah Dude's catalog. It's never mind. Okay. Don't worry. Hey, don't worry about what I'm up to. Yeah. And then at the very end of the show, he fucking attacked me because like I took an interest in something that he was doing. Guy's a dick. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I thought I'd put this at the very end. I'm really on this whole kick to like episode every single week for 2024, keeping that Wednesday deadline. You're probably wondering, well, hey, liar, where the fuck was last week's episode then? It's recorded. It's fully recorded, edited, done, dusted, ready to go. It just sort of wasn't up to a standard that I was happy with, and I don't want a deadline to, you know, take precedent over, you know, putting out things that are good and that I'm happy with. So I hope you understand. Sorry for no episode last week, but, you know, you got this one. And very vague, but more extra other stuff coming. Also, stay tuned to the socials. We're going to be doing more public domain movie nights. It's something that we did. We did one on the advisory channel, but a while ago now, and we're going to be doing more of those, but I'll let you know where and when and where you can find it and all that stuff. So stay tuned on the socials, stuff like that, and yeah, I'll see you next week.